Hello and welcome back to ancient Greece. So I am standing in Knossos, which is a place in Crete, and I am actually at King Minos' palace. So if we look around, you can see it's quite destroyed here because King Minos ruled from about 1500 BC, whereas now I'm about 422 BC. So I'm quite a long time after it, but even from the ruins, you can see what an amazing palace he had. Okay, and we're going to find out a little bit more information about his palace, and I've managed to find a special narrator to do it for us, so you don't need to listen to me talk about it.
During the new palace phase, the ground floor was dedicated to economic activities and contained large storage rooms. The residential quarters, which notably had toilets, were located southeast of the central court, at the foot of the grand staircase. The palace was lavishly decorated with wall paintings depicting things like bull-related sports and richly dressed women. Large stone horns of consecration, which were important Minoan religious symbols, hung prominently in the west court. Other notable parts of the palace include the theatrical area, which is believed to have served as a viewing space, the tripartite shrine, which was dedicated to the worship of an important Minoan deity historians refer to as the Mother Goddess, and the Piano Nobile, a grand space located on the palace's second floor.
So it's really interesting to hear about that. We can see some of the paintings on the walls. We can see that it was very ahead of its time from what he described in all the things it had. So a theatre, the fact that it had toilets in 1500 BC, so that's nearly 3,500 years ago. Well, it's over 3,500 years ago. Shows how advanced the kingdom was. And if you believe the first version of the Theseus and the Minotaur, that they managed to enjoy the palace, then there was plenty to enjoy for those Athenians before they went to their deaths. Now, we're going to follow in the footsteps of Theseus and pretend Ariadne has given us a little tip-off, so we can go down and find where the Minotaur would be. You also heard when he was talking there was lots of bull themes throughout the palace, okay? So that signifies why the Minotaur was such an important mythological creature to these, and that it was replicated in lots of the art around the palace, okay? So now I'm just finding my way down. You can see it's quite a tricky place to find. And now we find ourselves in the labyrinth of the lost souls, which if you heard the second version, that's what they said you had to find. And then once you enter the labyrinth, you go through a maze. So as I walk down here, you can put something in there that would open up the labyrinth to finally take on the Minotaur. And you can see from around, if I can get a little bit closer. Oh, I fell in the water. Oh dear, get out of there. Oh, there's the Minotaur. Hello, Mr. Minotaur. Looking lovely as always. So you can see there's bull heads on those. So the big theme of the Minotaur. And then if you take a closer look at the Minotaur, you can see he's very big, quite tall, half human, half bull. Looks very angry. Doesn't say a lot, but we'll leave him to it anyway before we get into any trouble. Okay? And it is believed that that would have been the labyrinth, the entry to find the Minotaur, and I'm hoping that I can find another video to show you what it was like inside the labyrinth, okay? But again, I've got a little bit of narration that tells us a little bit about the story of Theseus and the Minotaur.
One of the Athenian youths chosen to be imprisoned in the labyrinth, Theseus, had enough of the morbid ritual. Before leaving Athens, he proclaimed he would kill the Minotaur, then return to his city on a ship flying white sails. Before entering the labyrinth, Theseus met King Minos' daughter, Ariadne, who fell madly in love with him. Ariadne provided Theseus with a thread he could unravel to help him find his way back out of the maze. Armed with this thread, Theseus entered the labyrinth, killed the Minotaur, escaped the maze, and set sail for Athens with Ariadne by his side.
There we go, and that version has a slightly different ending. Ariadne didn't get pied, which is nice, so a nice romantic ending for that version. So I hope that's given you a little bit to think about and some ideas for your writing today. So imagine how Theseus was feeling before entering that labyrinth, and then before when he facing the Minotaur. Imagine what he was feeling. So I hope you enjoyed that. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.